And that's what does the work. We can't see it happening or anything like that, but we actually cram it up and stuff, and we make it all frustrated because we try to get into the job of actually doing the figuring out how. And all we have to do is set intentions and say, I'm going to Chicago, right? These are the dates for Chicago and stuff. And you submit that thing and you say, you know what, universe, God, whatever you want to call it, God, work this out for me. I'm not going to try to figure this out. I'm going to be in Chicago. Boom, done. Done. The end. No more, you know what I'm saying? No more. So, awesome. Rachel Kelly, I want you to come out because you have, you know about events and you know about getting to events. And this, everything I just said, I want you to come out because you'll solidify everything I just said.
Hey, Keisha, how you doing?
I'm fired up, as always, okay?
Girl, I know, right? Hey, everybody, also, welcome. Well, look, I'm not like I'm introducing you, but I just want to say hey to everyone.
Right, this is Dave from Chicago. And so,
I think we're getting feedback.
yeah, I just need Becky. Becky just joined.
For me,
going on for hours. It's like
I just want to pick up kind of like the person. I want to pick out where this person that just said that they can't afford it. Keisha, I remember we always talk about this. How back when we had there was a conference we wanted to go to, and I was like, I want to go, and I set an intention. And it's funny, Marlena left, but that event is where I met Marlena at. And at the time, I didn't have the money. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I knew that I wanted to go. So the first thing I did was I bought the ticket, right? So you may not have the money for the ticket, but at least put it in your mind, set an intention. If you believe it, you will receive it. First starts with believing. You must believe first. If you don't believe that you have the money, then you won't have it. But if you do, as Keisha said, God, universe will provide a way for you. So I don't know, Keisha, you want me to go into the event or where you want me to go from there?
Go ahead and tell us what happened to you.
Okay. So I, went ahead and bought the ticket, and I think it was maybe like a couple of days before the event. My husband came home, had a bonus check, and I was really excited. And I just said, "Babes, can I use this to go to the event?" And he said, "Yes." And it was like $1,500, and I didn't need all of it. I still was able to do some other things with the money, but the money showed up. I didn't know how, I didn't know when, but I know Keisha, you and I would have conversations, and I'm like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but this is going to happen. And then like different things happen. Like Marlena, we were doing Hangouts, and her and I, we never knew each other. We didn't know. We just kind of like was on a Hangout. We met each other online, and we decided to room together. And that's so another good thing that came out of that event for me. And for us was another relationship, somebody else that I did not know, and I was able to network with. So that was what came out of that event. And to pick up on what she said about events, and I've been to many, but nothing surpassed what happened this past weekend. I mean, I was one of the people that are presenting, but I'm like everybody else. My eyes and I'm like glued on the speakers. I mean, you couldn't get me away from looking at the speakers and what was going on. So phenomenal information. And and I'm going to say this. For me, I walked away with with DS Domination, we have like so many things we can do. We can do eBay, we can do Amazon, we can do affiliate. We can brand ourselves. There's so many different things that we can do. And if you're not careful, what can happen is you can become overwhelmed, right? And so for me, what I walked away was I was so clear on my purpose and my vision. That's what I walked away. I walked away with, who my target market. And Tiffany talked a lot about that at the event with Twitter. Who my target market? Who am I speaking to? What products am I branding? I had a 13-hour drive home, so I had a lot of time to really, really think about, who do I want to become? And this company is a catalyst to help you to become that person. Something else I came away with. Okay, well, I'm looking at seeing who is making the most money right now. When I saw the checks across there, I was somewhere in the middle, even though mine wasn't there. But I'm like, I want to be over there with Dante and Becky, right? So what do I need to do? I need to do what Dante and Becky is doing in order to get to that point. So there's so many things that you can take away from the event. I mean, for my son, my 20-year-old son went with me. And if you know anything about a 20-year-old, anytime you get, Maybe something doesn't go right in your business that day. You hear this nagging, this complaining, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's driving me crazy, right? Well, now, since he left the event, I don't hear any complaining. I don't hear any frustration. Mom, I'm not emotionally attached to this. So there was a lot of personal development things that took place for him. He's doing more time management, a lot of things that I was trying to teach him. But how that is. They'll listen to somebody else before they listen to you. And he took all of this away, and I see him, with his feedback score rising to the top. The event, it does life-changing things, Keisha. That is all I can say. And I am looking forward to Chicago. Those of you who did not make it to Atlanta, set your intention to get there. It will change your life in so many ways. And the thing that it's going to do more than anything is it will prepare you for, for whatever is to come in your life. If you decide that you want to brand yourself for whatever reason, you want to market yourself, that is a big part of what it's going to do for you. Help you to market who you are and who you want to become. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rachel Kelly. So this is what I want you all that are listening to me. We've been on here for a solid hour. I want to make sure you're alive, awake, and motivated. So what I want you all to do for me is those of you who are, setting an intention to be in Chicago, in the comments on our Winning Women Network page where you are actually chiming in now, I want you to chime in and say, I will be in Chicago, right? That's all I want you to write. I will be in Chicago. Now, I don't want you to get in your head and be like, oh, well, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but, well, I don't know. And I don't want you to do that right now. Right now, I want you to do, this is like, you guys, those of you go to church, you know how they say this is the act of faith. I want you to do an act of faith right now. And I want you to just post in the comment box, I am going to meet you in Chicago. I will meet you in Chicago. I will be in Chicago. I love it. LaShawn is going to be in Chicago and Rachel is going to be in Chicago. So I know my feed is kind of delayed, but I want this chat to go just crazy with people women saying they're going to be in Chicago. Hopefully we may have something special for the Women Network while we're there. Who knows what I may do. It's not going to be my birthday, so I'll have to, pull another hat out of the bag. But I want the chat to fill up with women telling me I will be in Chicago. I love it. Look at that. All the people are saying they're going to be in Chicago. Absolutely. Because you know what? We don't have to worry about how we're going to get there. We're just going to say, I'm setting my intention. I will be in Chicago. All right. Okay, ladies. So let's get this airplane landed here. And I think I have quite a few of you. I still got to go. Lord Jesus, bless me. So, I'm like it. Some of y'all might have to come back next week, okay? Because I'm starting to sweat in this piece. Let's see. We have the UOP, the top income earner, the UOP member of the year is on here. But I'm going to save her for last. Ha, ha, ha. She thought she was about to get off the... No, you'll be last. Because I won't. But LaShawn, I don't believe I've been on hanging out with you before. LaShawn, how are you, my dear? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Tell us what you walked away from that event.
All right. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
What did I walk away with this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
I walked away with a lot. I'm actually kind of excited right now because right before the Hangout, I got a cha-ching on my phone.
Nice.
And it was in an account that I opened up last night.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. I learned a lot this past weekend. And one of the things Yvonne Anderson was like very inspirational to me. I used her method in my older account. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, why not open a new account and see how it works? Wow. And get some speed on it. And I'm only able to list 10 right now with $1,000 limit. I've got 6 listed and 1 sold. So nice. I'm gonna max those out and go ahead and ask for ask for more.
Yeah.
Increase my limits, but Yeah, I've got 16 feedback.
Nice. Awesome. So you would say it was well worth you coming to the event, if not for just that, right?
Oh, it was, I mean, everything was awesome. Within the first 3 hours, I was blown away. I
Wow.
mean, presenter after presenter just offered value. Um, I've been to an event before. I've been in kind of like the business since for about almost 2 years.
Okay.
And with that other company, that was my first event. And it was kind of more like it was said earlier, kind of like a rah-rah, feel good mindset kind of event.
Hmm.
And this event was jam-packed full of value. And
Wow.
my ticket to Chicago. So I'll be seeing y'all in Chicago.
Yay! Yes. Well, awesome. Well, I'm so glad, and I'm so glad I got a chance to meet you. I remember you had on a yellow shirt.
Yes, ma'am.
See there. You know what? My memory is very good. Okay. So I remember your yellow shirt. It was great meeting you, and I'm so excited about your eBay business and everything that's happening for you. I can't wait to see you in Chicago. Please come and hang out with me again. Okay.
I will. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, so I'm moving a little bit faster than I was. Marlika, over in the ATL. How are you, dear? 1 second. Okay, she said 1 second. That means 1 second. You got 1 second. One. No, I'm just kidding. That's 1, 2. That was 2 seconds, Marlika. Hello. You muting yourself and unmuting yourself. Now you're muted again. There you go.
Okay.
Awesome.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
I'm awesome.
Is it cold
Always awesome.
right now?
It's about 40 degrees maybe.
Okay. I'm trying to test out the temperature because Kana is trying to get me to Atlanta. She's sending me pictures of houses and stuff. And but then she showed me that thermometer and I was like, I don't know what's going on. That's not looking like Keisha Bad needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to find somewhere to be where I can wear flip flops every day. Michael Kors
It's coming.
of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a little.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, the event. How did it impact your business?
Well, when I went to that event, I wasn't really sure what I was stepping into because, like some of the other ladies on the panel, I've been to numerous events, and some of them were kind of like rah, think your way to success. I didn't get a clear blueprint on what to do with my business, and if I did, it was just recruit. The very first, I'd say, couple of hours, I was taking notes, I was taking screenshots with my phone on how to better manage my time, how to get my eBay feedbacks up, how to be like Nikki and just, source my heart out on FBA. There was just so much that I couldn't even take it all in. I'm still going through all of my notes from the weekend because there are things I still haven't implemented yet. There was so much that the UOP offered that, yeah, I'm still going through everything. I haven't even implemented everything. Once I implement things, man, I'm going to be on fire. On fire. So, yeah, this is like, I don't know, it overexceeded my expectations. And after all was said and done, I said, I know I have to be in Chicago. No ifs, ands, ors, buts, nothing. I have to be there. I have to be there.
I totally agree. Yeah, you got to be there. Now, those of you who are invited tonight, you guys, make sure when you join that you pay attention to the sponsor name and make sure it's the person that you want to partner up with. Okay, because someone sent me a message today that said we may be having some issues with the join now and stuff like that. So just make sure that when you join, it actually says the person that actually invited you to the Hangout tonight, because we want them to get credit for theirs. If you happen to go through there and you see Leonard Bass and you ain't connected with me, let me know because I want to make sure that whoever invited you here tonight gets credit for you and is able to work with you. Okay. Marlika, thanks so much. We're going to see you in Chicago, right?
Right, absolutely.
Absolutely. Awesome. Thanks so much. I hope to see you on another hangout very soon, my dear. It's been great. It was awesome meeting you and stuff. Thanks so much for hosting us in your city.
Thank you.
Awesome. Miss Torsky, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's going on? Are you at the stage with your son? I know your son.
I am at the theater, yes. He is rehearsing for a play.
Nice. Okay. Talk about a mobile business, huh?
Absolutely. I've been on eBay and Amazon most of the day.
It's so nice. You know, I was on the plane coming back to Seattle, and Southwest on one leg of my trip, actually, I could buy the internet, right? And I was like, man, this is so cool that I have a business where I can literally work anywhere. And and so you as well. I mean, your son, I think he does a lot of plays and stuff like that. So for you to be able to do this anywhere has to be an amazing feeling. Am I correct in that?
You are absolutely correct. And I guess I just didn't realize how much of a blessing it has been because he, just started out a couple of years ago. My husband and I was just talking about it, and we spend so much time in rehearsals. And then when the play goes into production, that, I'm not in a place where, I could report to a 9 to 5, even if I wanted to. So it's such a blessing and such a wonderful opportunity.
Am I correct in that?
You are absolutely correct.
I'm gonna mute out Chandy. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, sweetie.
No, I was just saying how much of a blessing it is that this business allows you that time freedom, and being able to work it from anywhere to be able to create financial freedom for you and your family. So it has absolutely been a blessing.
Awesome. Thanks so much. It was so great to see you in where was I? Atlanta. I was like Vegas, but that was like where was I at? Okay.
And I've already set the intention. I'm going to introduce my husband to your husband in Chicago. So,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to bring he and my son to the next event. We're really excited about it. And he's, wondering where all of my, energy and umph is coming from. And I'm like, well, you just got to come to an event and experience it for yourself. So
Have to. My husband was so, you know what? Let me tell you, this is so funny, and I was going to tell Reginald. My husband wore his UOP pin to church today, okay? Like, like he put it on his suit and everything. He's like, babe, I need you to put my UOP pin on and stuff like that. He was like, this is UOP, baby. I was like, oh my God, this is way too much. But, that's what events do.
Yes.
For him, it was like, for him, it was like to come there and to see. I mean, and he knows, the money is not really, at this point for him, it's like, okay, I know you're making money, right? But for him this time, it was more so, I believe, more so like to see like that we have a huge team, because I was like, babe, this is not DS domination. This is a unit of prosperity.
Right.
Like this is our own event. And he was like, oh my God, So definitely bring him to Chicago. It'll definitely like open his eyes up so much.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I can't wait to meet you guys.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm sorry I'm moving a little bit faster now, but
I understand.
I want to get through. I